Tammy Slayton, a star of 1000 LB Sisters, continues to repeatedly commit the same errors. TLC actress Tammy Slayton has recently made commendable decisions regarding her health, yet she has struggled to achieve the same progress in her personal life. The show, which broadcast this past April, clearly reveals a concern with her decisions. In contrast to prior seasons of the show, this installment centers on Tammy and Amy Slayton as they endeavor to advance in life, having both achieved considerable achievement in their weight loss journeys. Nonetheless, the narrative of 1000 LB Sisters is now exploring the sisters' connections with their family, spouses, and their own identities in greater depth. Regrettably, despite her efforts to pursue skin removal surgery and manage the grief of her husband, Caleb Willingham's passing, Slayton appears to be ensnared in a persistent cycle of self-sabotage. In the Season 7 premiere of 1000 LB Sisters, Slayton disclosed that she had embraced the prospect of love anew. It was subsequently disclosed that the reality star had been involved with a woman named Andrea Dalton. This revelation was not particularly surprising, given Slayton has publicly identified as pansexual for some time. Subsequent to Willingham's demise, she indicated a predilection for romantic relationships with women. Notwithstanding, her recent relationship with Dalton is eliciting significant concerns, particularly considering Slayton's propensity for hasty actions devoid of thorough contemplation of the repercussions. Slayton and Dalton encountered each other on a dating application and established an immediate rapport. In Season 7, Episode 2 of 1000 LB Sisters, Slayton was observed preparing for her inaugural public date with Dalton. Following several months of companionship, the couple engaged in bowling and appeared to enjoy themselves sincerely. Nonetheless, the chronology of the situation is quite troubling. Slayton encountered her ex-husband in November 2021 while they were both patients at a rehabilitation center. They married a year later in November 2022. Regrettably, Willingham succumbed to obesity-related problems in July 2023. Although a year and a half may seem sufficient to move on from someone, this may not be the case for Slayton. The reality star's desire to communicate with her deceased husband's spirit in Season 6 indicates her ongoing grief over Willingham. Commencing another love engagement under public scrutiny appears to suggest that Slayton is attempting to expedite her healing process. Her relationship with Dalton may perhaps be authentic. Nevertheless, it could simultaneously serve as a diversion from the more significant issue at hand. Slayton appears to be preoccupied with the success of her new relationship, seemingly disregarding Dalton's criminal history. According to The Sun, Slayton's girlfriend has been arrested many times for offenses including marijuana possession, driving without a valid license, and failure to appear in court. The reality star, captivated by the thrill of a new romance, may jeopardize the progress she has achieved in her personal journey. At this juncture, Slayton cannot afford to associate with someone as reckless as Dalton, whose conduct may revert her to detrimental habits. During their date, Dalton indicated a desire to meet Slayton's family, which was somewhat unexpected given the brevity of their relationship. Slayton's new girlfriend appears excessively enthusiastic about engaging with her family and is advocating for introductions, despite Slayton's evident unease. The reality television personality is apprehensive about her family's response upon discovering her romantic involvement with a lady. Dalton's overt indifference to Slayton's apprehension suggests a lack of genuine interest in fostering a connection with her spouse. Dalton may be more inclined to use Slayton and her family for increased visibility and notoriety. The longer Slayton disregards these warning signs, the more probable it becomes that she will replicate the errors of her past. Slayton's interaction with Dalton is increasingly reflecting the problematic tendencies that characterized her relationship with Willingham. In both instances, Slayton was instantly attracted to the other individual solely due to their fondness for her. Nevertheless, with Slayton and Willingham, it gradually became evident that their relationship was predicated more on convenience than real compatibility. Due to Slayton's inherent emotional vulnerability, she swiftly seeks solace in individuals who comprehend her suffering. Initially disinterested in Willingham, she ultimately succumbed to his persistent attempts, and the pattern appears to be recurring with Dalton. Nevertheless, Remarkable before and after comparisons as 1,000, LB sisters returned to the scrapyard where they previously weighed themselves. Stars of 1,000, LB sisters Tammy and Amy Slayton embarked on a nostalgic journey as they returned to the scrapyard where they previously weighed themselves. TLC uploaded a nostalgic film in which Tammy articulated that their girth prevented them from using a standard scale at the doctor's office, leading them to frequent the scrapyard from an early age. We would ascend the scale and weigh the vehicle with all occupants inside. Then I would need to exit. They would reweigh the vehicle and deduct that from the initial weight, she stated in the video. It was humiliating. The siblings reflected on their significant progress in weight loss as they revisited SNS Salvage Scrapyard 6 years later. At the commencement of their adventure, when Tammy and Amy sought approval for gastric bypass surgery, they encountered Scrapyard Superintendent Ronnie, who was eager to assist them. In 2025, Tammy and Amy reconnected with Ronnie, accompanied by their entire family, including sister Amanda and brother Chris. Ronnie was delighted to see the girls and inquired about the extent of their weight loss over the past 6 years. Amy's initial weight on the scrapyard scales in 2019 was 406 pounds, 184 kilograms. At that moment, the figure caused her heart to sink. Nonetheless, she now weighs 249 pounds, 112 kilograms, reflecting a remarkable loss of 157 pounds, 72 kilograms. Amy acknowledged that, although the accomplishment may warrant celebration, she was hiding the pain due to having gained some weight over the holiday season despite her total weight loss. However, Sister Tammy interjected with some uplifting remarks. You ought to take pride in yourself. It is always possible to regain your course. Tammy had much to take pride in. Upon her last visit to the scrapyard scale, she wept upon registering a weight of 605 pounds, 274 kilograms. Although Tammy's current weight was not disclosed at the scrapyard, her latest recorded weight was 201 pounds, 91 kilograms, a noteworthy achievement. Supporters of the show united in their admiration for Tammy and Amy for their openness and willingness to share all aspects of their journey, including the challenging periods. The sisters exhibit remarkable courage in sharing this with the public, remarked one spectator. Nevertheless, in the realm of reality television, few names possess as much emotional significance, both literally and metaphorically, as Amy Slayton from 1000 LB Sisters. Amy grabbed millions from her initial appearances with her candidness, southern charm, and the indomitable bond with her sister, Tammy. Although fans believed they were well-informed about the Slayton family's experiences with weight reduction, health crises, and pregnancy, recent events have revealed that their narrative is far from concluded and considerably more astonishing than expected. In 2020, the world was introduced to Amy Slayton, a YouTube video creator from Dixon, Kentucky, who documented her life with her sister Tammy. They were recognized for their frankness, wit, and transparency regarding their challenges with weight. Amy, notably, captivated viewers with her aspiration to become a mother, one of her primary goals for weight loss. As of 2024, Amy has become the mother of 2 sons. While the external perception is one of smiles and affection on Instagram, insiders indicate that there are underlying complexities. Nonetheless, Amy is maintaining composure for the cameras, an insider reveals. However, off-screen, she has endured significant suffering. In early 2023, fans were taken by surprise when Amy revealed her separation from her longtime spouse, Michael Halterman. The divorce was not merely a personal setback, it undermined the entire foundation of what she had established since her weight loss surgery and familial expansion. Amy admitted during a TikTok webcast, "Michael and I were no longer aligned." However, sources indicate that the actual motive was more incendiary. There were vociferous altercations. A neighbor stated, Amy had to contact the police multiple times. Court documents disclosed alarming accusations, encompassing verbal maltreatment and monetary conflicts. Amy was awarded sole custody of their children. However, the conflict has resulted in enduring emotional trauma. As Amy grappled with the anguish of a fractured marriage, Tammy was experiencing her own metamorphosis. Following years of volatility characterized by hospitalizations and deteriorating health, Tammy returned from rehabilitation almost 400 pounds lighter and with an unexpected new boyfriend. However, not all members of the Slayton family endorsed her new relationship. Amy disclosed in one episode, "Tammy's new partner is charming, yet he possesses an excessive smoothness. I am concerned that he seeks fame rather than her affection." This friction would create significant divisions between the sisters. Amy and Tammy's formerly robust sisterhood is now precariously tenuous. Crew members reported that filming the latest season was exceedingly challenging. They would arrive several hours late, engage in disputes on set, and occasionally leave abruptly. One producer informed us. What is the core of the tension? Currency. As salaries, sponsorships, and social media agreements escalated, jealousy and anger began to emerge. Chris, their half-brother and favored individual, has endeavored to act as a mediator. However, he concedes that it has been taxing. This family has endured significant hardships. However, at times it seems as though we are disintegrating rather than uniting. In a potentially disturbing development, rumors have emerged regarding a clandestine offspring associated with one of the Slayton sisters. Fans were astonished when an anonymous Reddit article claimed that a third pregnancy had been concealed from both the media and the public. Amy has neither acknowledged nor rejected the rumor. Nonetheless, curiosity intensified when she shared and subsequently deleted an ultrasound shot earlier this year. "If this is accurate, it would alter everything," remarked a devoted admirer. Amy has consistently demonstrated transparency. So, what would motivate her to conceal this information? Behind closed doors, certain family members are allegedly grappling with challenges beyond just emotional responsibilities. An anonymous source claimed that a member of the Slayton family entered rehabilitation late last year, not for weight loss, but for substance misuse. Although names remain unverified, fans are meticulously analyzing episodes and social media content for hints. Reality television personalities are human as well, stated one addiction specialist. The burden of celebrity may result in perilous coping strategies. In the midst of the turmoil, Amy has utilized social media to openly discuss her mental health. In a poignant Instagram post, she expressed, "I am not well. That is acceptable. I wish more individuals could see beyond the grins and filters." She has apparently been undergoing therapy, but some in her inner circle indicate that she continues to grapple with sadness and anxiety, particularly as a single mother. A close acquaintance remarked, "She is exerting considerable effort to maintain composure for her children. However, she is fatigued." Speculation is rife that 1,000 LB Sisters may not be renewed for one more season. Ratings have declined marginally, and amidst escalating off-screen controversy, the network is allegedly contemplating a rebranding or spin-off series. A TLC official stated, "The cameras have limitations in what they can depict. We are at a pivotal juncture." Amy, meanwhile, remains resolute. She has initiated her own YouTube series centered on motherhood, body positivity, and mental wellness. As of June 2025, the following information pertains to the Slayton family. Amy is co-parenting, focusing on self-improvement and pursuing new business opportunities, including a line of plus-size maternity apparel. Tammy resides with her new boyfriend in Nashville and has suggested a potential engagement. Chris remains the emotional cornerstone of the family and may be producing a food program spin-off. Michael Halterman has remained out of public view. Nonetheless, indications indicate that he is disputing specific aspects of the divorce. Supporters of Amy's development are at odds with those who long for the previous relationship. Regardless of the camera's operation, it is evident that the narrative of the Slayton family is not concluded. As new stories emerge daily, from clandestine romances and unexpected business endeavors to emotional confrontations, the Slaytons persist in astonishing, motivating, and surprising. Greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Mina. I hope your day is going well. If you like the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel.